last month, we've had quite a fun and quacky adventure with some ducks in our backyard. On April 18th, there was a daddy duck swimming around and having fun in our pool. How we knew it was a daddy duck is because it had a green head and it was colorful. And then 2 days later, it was joined by its wife. And then today, the wife was here with babies because it gave birth to babies in our pool. It takes 28 days for ducklings to be born. It's quite amazing that it only takes that long compared to if you have a baby, it takes longer. I find it pretty cool because since we've seen the mommy and daddy duck in our pool, it was 28 days ago. Do you guys find that cool? And then mommy got some neighbors to help her try to make a ramp to get the ducklings out of our pool. But since they couldn't do it, mommy started to call lots of different companies, but most of them didn't do it. And if they did do it, they were closed. And then mommy found a place called Safe Wings, and they came over to help us take the ducks out. Safe Wings is a volunteer organization that is very trained to take ducks out of your pool and relocating them without hurting your ducks. Then once they came, we were on the side and they used our pool skimming net to scoop up the baby ducklings. And then they tried to do that with the mama, but they couldn't. So they had to use the ducklings as like something to bribe her into the shed, and then they got her in there. Someone snuck in, picked her up in their arms, and then got her out.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Start. Oh my God. There you go. Come on up, Mama. Come on up.
I really want to pet one.
She knows everything's a trick. No.
While we were doing this, one of the baby ducks said, "I think it's a good time for me to go." So one of the baby ducks escaped. We thought it might have gone up one of our pipes, but we looked and it wasn't there. We asked all of our neighbors on our block. We said, "Do you have a duck here?" "No." "Do you have a duck?" Then one of our neighbors, his name is Dave, he's a fireman, he heard his duck in his backyard. He said, "Come over here, I found the duck." The duck was hiding under his workbench. With everyone's help, we removed the workbench and got the baby duck back into the bin.
That's the duckling. No! Oh, shish kebab.
Uh-oh! Then, once they got the baby duckling back into the box with the mama and the other ones, the mama started to get freaked out, so she started to go crazy. And she didn't see or look where she was going, and she accidentally was stepping on the baby ducklings. And if she continued doing it, she would hurt them. So So they had to separate the ducklings and the mama so that we could transport them to Dow's Lake. Followed the volunteers so we could say goodbye to our little duck fellows. So first we put the mama duck in the pond. I found it really cute because once we put the box down to let the baby ducks out, they just waddled into the pond and started to swim with the mom. Pacific pond at Dow's Lake was good for them because it was quiet so that they didn't get scared. It had good food for them and it had great shelter. Ducks like to eat grass, fish eggs, baby fish, insects, and grains. Did you know that bread is not good for them? Bread is like a cupcake for you and me. Bread fills them up without any nutrition, so it isn't really that good for them. I hope you enjoyed sharing our Quacky Adventure with us.